Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Jana Way. Today we'll be doing balloon columns. So if you've ever wanted to learn, then I hope that this video helps. I'll be doing this from my point of view because that's how I find it easier to learn. So we'll be using the floor lamp from Walmart and we're going to make it as our stand. Some balloons I had from Walmart, so I had red and black, so we'll be doing a pattern that is red followed by black. Actually, I'm going to start with the black because I like to start with a darker color first. So we're going to do black and then red. I have an electric pump that I got from Amazon. Also, this is very helpful. This is a balloon sizer. It's made out of like a thin wood, I want to say. This one also was ordered from Amazon. And since today I'm using a 12-inch balloon right here, I'm going to be sizing them to a 9-inch. The reason for that is because you want there to be some room left in the balloon. So if you put them outside or like it gets really hot, there's still some room in there for the balloon to expand and it doesn't pop as easy. This lamp, I actually cut all this out. So I cut all the string. This was in these tubes and I just pulled them all out. I won't be using this. So just so you guys see what I did, I even cut off the plug because we don't need any of this. So this stand actually has like a sort of base at the bottom. It's not really heavy, but it does have some weight. So these are good for outside as long as it's not super windy, because if not they will get knocked down. And these, you just screw them on piece by piece. So here's one piece, I put them all together. There's another piece, here's the other. And then this one, I leave it out because I like this height, but if you guys want them taller, like a tower, you can go ahead and screw this one on to have that height. So we're gonna get started. I do have some balloons here already inflated, so you see what we'll be doing. And let me put this down. So I'm gonna start with the black, and we're gonna need to start with 4 because we were gonna set 4 down and then we'll go to the red. Just inflate your first balloon. Okay, so here's our first one. Turn it upside down and you're going to let the air out until the balloon passes through. As soon as you feel the balloon pass through without having to force it, then you'll know that it is perfectly sized. Okay, so there's our first one. So I've had these balloons forever in my garage, so I do see that this one looks a little bit ashy, but this is just for teaching purposes. So you're gonna sorry, let me do that again. So you're going to keep them both, none of them are tied, you're gonna tie them together. So cross them as you would like you're tying a shoelace and pull all the way through, and then knot it and pull. So you want to make sure that this pull is tight. So actually the person who taught me this technique, and it's worked for me and I've continued to use it, is my husband's aunt. Her name is Bati, and she actually took the time to show me how to do this even without the sizer. And you know, I've just implemented those things to perfect them, but she taught me how to do it without sizing. And basically the way I did it was I would just count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and make sure that I would keep the same like tempo to make sure that the 2 balloons would be pretty much the same. Sizer just makes it a lot easier. So as you can see, I'm just letting a little bit of air out because I kind of already know how much to inflate it. I've gotten used to it. But like I said, if you're a beginner, the sizer really helps a lot. A lot. Actually, What's pretty cool about the sizer is that it has a lot of different sizes. So if you guys ever did like a balloon garland or you wanted to add little details, then you have the different sizes on this thing, and it'll make it a lot easier. But you would have to purchase different size balloons in order for you to use this, because if not, if you use this size with a super dramatically smaller size, then you're going to see the nipple of the balloon. So you want to get the correct sizes. So I'm going to start with the black here, and you're going to put the left side down like this, and then on this one like so if this is on your right, you want the top balloon to be facing out to the right, and the same thing for the one on the left. This one's on my left hand, so I want the top balloon to be pointing to the left. So you're basically going to create like an X. If you find it easier, you can make your X and then slip it through the column. I do one by one. So place the first one. If you put this one down with your left first, make sure that your second row you put the one on your left down. Don't put this one down and then the right, and then the second row you start with the right and then put the left down. That's not going to look too neat. So always keep the same movement. You're going to put your first one down with your left hand, second one with the right, make your X, cross them over. So if you can see here on the necks, in order for them to tie in together, this one has to come over this one. So it's going to be left over right, and this is my top. So sometimes I use like the squares on my tile, like let's say if I start here. So you guys don't forget, that would be very helpful. That's how I started. So I just, you know, even if I don't have the tile, I imagine a line here. This is my starting point. This is my top. This is my bottom, my top. So then everything else, I know that this is where I'm working. This is the side I'm working on. Because if not, you're going to have it like all lopsided. If you started here and then the next minute you're standing like over on this side or on that side and laying your balloons down from that point, then it's going to be very lopsided. So let's use the same technique all the way through. Here, left over right. So you're going to take your left one and cross it over the right one while you shift the right balloon to the left. So you're going to switch places. Okay, so here you see that it's kind of floating above. You're going to take the middle and push it down as far as you can. And you can see where they kind of stay all together. Then we move on to our next color. I'm going to do red. I started on this side, so I'm going back to lay the red on this side. We're still going to start with the left, but this time we're going to face it kind of like the top of a T. So we're going to do like a T. I'm going to start right there. Then we're going to put it. So then now you're going to cross them over the same way. And push it down from the neck as much as you can. We'll take the black. Come back to our starting point, and we're gonna match it with the black. So the first thing that we did was put the balloons on our left down with the top balloon facing to the left, and this one on the right with the top right balloon facing to the right, and then we flip this one over and push down the middle. So remember guys, it's kind of like X, right, with the black, and then it's kind of like a T on the top, even though it'd still be an X if you were standing on the other side. But since this is our starting point, then the red is forming like a T. I hope that this video has helped you guys to make your balloon columns, and I hope that inspires you to try something different. And like I mentioned in my other video, it does not have to be perfect. You have to start somewhere. When I started making these, they're pretty lopsided. And when I was making them, I actually thought that they look good. But now I look back and I'm like, oh my God, why didn't anybody tell me? But that's me just being a little too hard on myself. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll be sharing a lot more information with you guys that, you know, like linens and backdrops and things like that. And I know that sometimes I'm a little late on my videos, but I promise to get those out to you. And thank you for watching The Jane Way. Peace out.